What's going on, guys? JPS back for another video, and today we'll be reacting to Philomena Cunk on America Part 1 and Part 2. Now, I know that Philomena Cunk is a fictional character played by Diane Morgan, who features in the mockumentaries Kunk on Earth, Kunk on Life, Kunk on Britain, I believe, are the three that she does. And I've actually seen a segment of one of her episodes before when I was at my grandmother's house, and she just put it on the television. I was like, Grandma, you watch some British shows? Okay. So I thought that it was funny. What I did see, she is like the perfect personality for this satire and kind of winding people up, taking the piss. It's literally perfect. So I'm excited to see this. I've never heard of her takes on America. And I believe she's from Bolton, right outside of Manchester. So we should get that northern Mancunian accent popping up, which I adore, like every British accent. I think that there's maybe a couple that aren't as pleasant as the majority, which I will not mention because I don't want to start a world war. But anyways, let's get back to this, guys. I'm very excited to get into this. Consider joining the Patreon. First link in description for full reactions to British TV shows and movies. Over 1,000 different posts on there. No pressure though. Let's see what we have here. Philomena Cunk. Here we go.
Ask a medieval peasant where America was and you'd get a blank look. Or worse still, the plague.
Columbo thought that if he sailed off the edge of the map, he'd reappear on the other side like Pac-Man. At first, the European colonists found life in the New World hard. Luckily, some Native Americans taught them how to grow corn and where to fish. In exchange, the colonists introduced the Native Americans to smallpox.
After arriving in America to forge a life of honest hard work and toil, many of these colonists quickly discovered they couldn't be arsed. So they stole people from Africa and made them do it instead. What started the tension between...
Oh, wow. That's a great 30-second American history lesson. We're on stolen land with stolen people. Brilliant. My days.
Between the British and the Americans.
Hold on.
Was it because you between... What started the tension between the British and the Americans? Was it because you say cookies and we say biscuits, and you say sidewalk and we say pavement? Because I find in a relationship it's those little things that start to grate after a while. So when the people in Boston got angry with the British, why did they just hold a prissy tea party instead of having a proper fight like British men would?
Would you voluntarily, when you didn't have to, go to jail?
It depends what facilities they had, I think.
76.
She says dumb things in the interview. And what I need to know this, guys. The people that she's interviewing, do they think that this is like a real documentary or mini series or something, and they're giving genuine answers and she's still winding them up? Or do they know it is and they're going along with it? I think it's the first one. I think they don't know. And she's just... Because when I watched those segments with my grandmother, I saw the way that the people were answering questions to what she asked them, and they were dead serious. And she's not even taking this serious at all.
The leaders of the 13 colonies decided that they didn't want to be called British anymore, but Americans.
This straight white supergroup known as the Founding Fathers drafted the most famous breakup text in history. The Declaration of Independence.
Had invented camouflage yet. The British troops of the time wore bright red coats and were consequently shot in their thousands while looking amazing. George Washington crossing the Delaware River.
As you can see, he had to stand up for the whole journey because he hadn't reserved a seat. He didn't fall in, but he also didn't help with the rowing.
All right, let's go, part 2.
Which was more...
Oh my...
Eventually, Washington won, becoming America's first president, the single most revered role in the world, until 2016. I read somewhere that America isn't just a country, but
that is kind of true. We did have more respect for the president. That's so true. It's like before all this stuff has happened recently, it used to be a completely different image in my mind. But wow, this
isn't just a country, but an idea. But it is just a country, isn't it? Having a sandwich, that's an idea. Painting your bicycle blue, that's an idea. going, that's an idea. America is just a place. They believed in something called manifest destiny. The belief that all the land belonged to them and that God wanted them to go west and claim it back from the Native Americans he put there first by mistake. Manifesting your destiny was dangerous. You had to trundle across a perilous landscape in a rickety wagon on the brink of starvation or shitting yourself to death with dysentery, getting bitten by snakes or butchered by Apaches, almost as if God didn't want them to do this after all. But Americans back then weren't the humble, unassuming people they still aren't today. It's hard to imagine a world where Edison didn't invent the light bulb. And even if you did imagine it, it would be too dark to see what was in it.
That's true.
So we had daylight during the day and we had candles at night.
Yes.
So we didn't need light bulbs. His life's work was meaningless. That must have been a real moment the first time someone realised a plane needed a toilet. That's more impressive than the Wright brothers.
Use of firearms is an integral part of their national identity.
How come Americans have the right to kill anyone they want with a gun?
Well, they don't. Murder is illegal in the United States, but they do have the right to own weapons.
They have the right to bear arms.
Correct.
But bears don't have arms.
They do, actually.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
I thought they were legs.
Well, I'm not a biologist, but I suppose that when they stand up, they're probably arms.
You see what I'm like? Smart ass answers. Oh my.
With its cowboys and guns and steam train rides, America became known as the land of the free, which must have come as a surprise to all the slaves. But by finally thinking hard about the subject, the people of the northern states made a horrifying discovery: that inside each slave was an actual human person. Abraham Lincoln was shot in the theatre box, wasn't he? Where is that on the body?
Oh, I think...
And why was he shot? Was it because he wouldn't take his hat off? Because that's quite annoying in the theatre, isn't it, when someone's in front of you with a hat on?
Well, he was in the...
How did being shot in the head affect Lincoln's ability to lead?
Well, it ended it because he died about 12 hours after he was shot.
So he couldn't carry on?
He couldn't, no. Not as a corpse, unfortunately.
Lincoln's light may have been snuffed.
I'm afraid.
Why don't bicycles have toilets? You know, it would save you having to get off. I might write that down and copyright it.
Even without a toilet.
That was the worst one yet. She's basically just giving one-liners in interviews. Like, it's... I like it, though. Cheeky.
The Wright brothers' historic flight changed transportation forever in ways that still aren't fully understood.
The Wright brothers did the first proper flight over 100 years ago. How come we're still not any closer to working out how aeroplanes actually work? That's your theory. Do you want to hear my theory?
Okay.
I think they run on belief. It's just because we believe planes can fly that they do. So the media has to keep up the pretense, or they're just going to start dropping out of the sky. Same with Wi-Fi. There's no way that's real. We just have to go along with this pantomime. The Civil War tore America apart, didn't it? Brother turned on brother. Did anyone get so conflicted they turned on them?
But Abraham Lincoln's story didn't have a happy ending. 5 days after the North won, a terrible fate befell him. He was forced to go to the theatre to watch a play. He was put out of his misery by a kindly gunman, but cruelly, not until the third act.
That is how it is at plays sometimes. I've been to a few. They do... Some of them are not the best, and they wear on. So he got put out of his misery. Oh, wow. Okay. Good stuff here, guys. Let me know if you want to see more of the Philomena Kunk. Kunk on Earth. She's funny, though. I like her character. So that was entertaining, guys. Definitely not the brightest history, United States, but who started it off? It's your fault, guys. It's your fault that we're the way we are, and you should take full responsibility for all of the United States actions throughout history, including current actions. So that's all I got to say. All jokes aside, though, guys, thanks for watching. Don't crucify me in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace, guys.